Happy Saturday morning, Preps fans. I'm Ashley Moore, and we are at the finish line for the regular spring season. The first state championships begin next week, so as we bid a farewell to the season, we're also bidding farewell to a legendary coaching career coming to an end. Tuesday was the final regular season home game for legendary Cherokee baseball coach Mark Johnson. After 52 years, 8 championships, and a record 859 wins and counting, Coach Johnson is calling it a career. Before the game, his team honored him with a custom-framed Cherokee jersey, but they'll also be retiring the number 1 in honor of Coach Johnson. The placard will hang on the outfield wall.
Will not sink in till the last pitch. And when the last pitch is done, then I'll know that it's time. But at the same point, I'll never lose my love of the game. I'll never lose my love of players that are 15, 16, 18, whatever they are.
Well, let's get to the game. The Cherokee Trail Cougars in town for essentially the Centennial League regular season title. But first, they have to get past Cherry Creek on this historic day. Bottom of the first, Creek's Eddie Esquivel at bat, and he blasts a ball to right center, and it ain't coming back. Over the wall for a solo homer. And Esquivel's getting the bats swinging early. 1-zip Creek, but to the top of 2. Cougars looking to get going when Logan Reed smacks one deep. But look who's in the outfield. Check it out. It's Eddie Esquivel who gets the out, and what a game he's having. All right, so I promise I didn't plan this, but it's Esquivel back on the plate when the ump calls a balk on the pitcher and Creek has a pinch runner on third. So Carter Frank comes in for the score. 2-zip now. All right, so Acoy Burton on the plate now for the Cougars, and he will connect. This one has some range. Drop it in just before the barrier, but watch Landon Olds from Cherokee Trail running the bases. Coach says go home, and he does just that. 2-1 game, but it wouldn't be enough. With this win, the Bruins send Coach Johnson off in the best way for his final regular season home game, but also retiring is his longtime assistant coach, Peter Blake, who has volunteered for 40 years.
Eventually, everything comes to an end, and all I've known is Coach Jay. I mean, I taught with Coach Jay in 1984, and that's all I've ever known. And with him not coming back, one of my other highest priorities is my family. And I've got daughters that are getting older, that are playing sports, and that's priority one. You got to be with family. And so, with him not coming back, this was a good time for me to step aside and just say, you know what, it's been a good run.
Well, congrats to them both. But now to a top 10 matchup. The number 6 Forge Christian Fury on the road against the number 10 Colorado Academy Mustangs. And let's get to the action. Bottom of 3, Colorado Academy up 5 when Mustang Colin Love hits a 2-run single to left as both Miles Evans and Raleigh Summers score to make it 7-zip. All right, so same inning when Mustangs Kieran Delaney hits a line drive just past the shortstop to center, and that'll bring in Luca Seringo and Colin Love as Colorado Academy drops the number 2 team in the state 10-0 like it was light work. Well, over on the volleyball court is the number 2 team in the state, the Thorton Trojans, on a 15-match win streak, looking to get past the Poudre Stars, but it wouldn't be easy. Poudre's Trevor Baldwin back to serve, and it's an ace. Drop it in right before the line. So it's Poudre serve again when Thornton digs it up, and it's set outside to Braxton McConnell, but what a block by Ty Morris. The underdogs are dominating, but the Trojans will respond. Adam Hill above the net with the throwdown. But what did I say about Poudre? Dominant. Jason Minette with the ace right on the stripe, and Poudre would take down the number 2 ranked Trojans in a sweep, dealing them just their second loss this season. And we'll finish on the soccer field for the last game of the regular season, Mullen taking on Lutheran. And this one was a defensive matchup. Lutheran's Brooklyn Bussey trying to get inside when she takes a shot, but it's saved by goalkeeper Morgan Stewart, who had 8 saves in the shutout. All right, so Mullen's going to be goal hunting now, but watch the goalie, Bethany Espinoza, on the save for the Lions. But now we want to see some offense. It's now corner kick time for the Mullen Mustangs when Kate Vasani sends it to Kendall Smith, who has it in for the lone goal of the game as Mullen takes it 1-0. All right, so there's a new league set to shake up the high school football atmosphere. It's called the Prep Super League, and it's in its very first season on the national stage, and they're looking to transform the game as we know it.
Ready to roll? All right, let's go. Come on.
It's the first of its kind.
Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate!
This spring, instead of 7-on-7, Colorado High School Football All-Stars are playing in a National High School Football League for the Mile High Prep.
I think it's legendary. I mean, you know, there's not a lot of firsts. There's only one first. So to be on this squad, it's just like, it's awesome.
It's all a part of a newly formed Prep Super League consisting of 12 teams across 8 states. And the goal is to increase exposure for college coaches. And looking around, it seems to be working.
There was coaches here last week. We had a coach here on Thursday. I think there might have been a coach at the game, coaches at the game tonight. There was a lot of coaches here, so it's definitely what they sold to us.
Founded by the nonprofit Upswing, the athletes get gear, exposure, and an all-star ballot of coaches, led by former School of Mines coach Bob Stitt.
It's first class, and it's some of the best coaches in the state, and these kids are really, really lucky to be able to come out here to practice and get mentored by these guys.
For the first game this season, Mile High traveled to Las Vegas to hand them a 24-0 loss.
We only gave up 1 first down the entire game, and our offense averaged over 7 yards of play.
It's also a chance for Colorado to state their claim as one of the best regions in high school football.
I think we're underrated, honestly. We got guys out here that should be looked at, and, you know, I think through this league, they're going to get the exposure that they need.
I'm excited for this new league. You know, in Texas, there's spring football. Colorado, there isn't. So I'm excited to see what it does for these athletes and recruiting.
Yeah, that's super fascinating.
I can only imagine that it would help them get college scholarships if everybody's looking at anything called the Super League. It means you're good at whatever sport that is.
Right, because not everyone can win a state championship like some of us here. So.
Oh my gosh.
The Super League. I was not a part of that. I'll say that.
Just feeding right into it. I cannot.